Hey everyone, it's the Mango's Pun, and it's been a while since it's been a video in general. I apologize, I meant to make more stuff in August, but I apologize, my dog interrupted. But anyway, okay, I thought I was about to get into it again, but anyway, yes, welcome to yet another video, and seriously, whatever. Welcome to yet another video, and my second creepypasta reading. You know, I made the first one such a long time ago on Paper Mario Cursed Star. I'm sorry I took such a long break in between these readings. It's just, funnily enough, right after I made my Cursed Star video, I kinda lost interest in creepypastas for a bit. Now I'm back on track. And somewhat inspired from I Hate Everything Search for the Worst series. I'm going to be going through all the episodes of Bad Creepypasta on the Michael Leroy channel in order, at least according to the season playlist, and see which ones, in my opinion, are the worst. Though when I get to Paper Mario Cursed Star on that, as I've already done a reading on it, even though I wasn't dubbed my, whatever I'm gonna call the series, I kind of want to make a pun on the word pasta, but I really can't think of anything. I really don't want to just call it Search for the Worst. But as this is the first episode that was on the season 1 playlist, Tales Stole My Story. That's what I've been reading. That's what I'm going to be reading. So Tales Stole My Story. I skimmed through it. It's short, so hopefully I won't have to split this up into 2 parts. I'm sorry if you can hear a fan in the background. It's just I'm really hot right now, so without further ado, I guess it's going to be the, well, technically second, since Cursed Star is technically read by Bad Creepypasta. Oh yeah, and I should mention, I have seen a couple of Bad Creepypasta videos, of course, as I like the show, but I haven't seen all of them, so some of these are going to be blind, some of these are going to be semi-blind because it's been a while, or I just don't remember that much from the actual story. But anyway, Tales Stole My Story. This is going to be the second story in the Search for the Worst pasta style. That's what I'll be calling it until I can think of a better, more punny name for it. Wait, Tales Stole My Story. After I got home from work, jumping right in, I thought I'd buy a game for my son. It's into the Mario, Sonic, and Donkey Kong type stuff. So I got him a game. I don't think he's ever played it. It was Sonic R. It was a racing game, as I heard at the time was pretty new. Be great if I could read. I raced home to give him the game and kiss my wife on the cheek. I held her and she was happy for me giving him a game. Wait, why would your wife be happy for you giving your son a game? Did you mean to say he? I mean, why would your wife be happy about that? You spent money on a crappy racing game. I'm so proud of you. Anyway, where was I? She was happy for me giving him a present. the excitement, unless it was Christmas, but I don't think the story ever established that, so that's bad writing. Actual criticism. Couldn't wait to play it. Went back to his room, and I was right behind him to play it. Play it with him. A couple days passed, and he told me he was almost done with the game. I watched him beat the last boss, and he roared in excitement he beat it. You've got an ass there, buddy. I felt good for him, patted his head, and asked how it was. How was it? Peculiar thing was, as I did so, he looked at the credits in the screen and pointed, and so the credit screen and pointed. Oh, he pointed. I'm sorry. I'm just reading this shittily. Well, what's that? He said. It was the Tails doll. I asked what the Tails doll was. He just said it was the Tails doll again. Obviously facepalmed and ignored the scenery. I called him to get to bed, and as he was sleeping, curiosity got the best of me. I went into his room very quietly, then volume down the TV and was ready to play some Sonic R. I don't mean to make too many mature jokes on this channel, just as, you know, I'm a 16-year-old, but, buddy, I don't think playing Sonic R should be your late night activity. You guys know what I mean. Knowing he already beat the game, I decided to play it again through, watching him from earlier. I noticed you could play as Tails doll. Knowing that was the main reason I wanted to play the game, I chose him to tag up with some of the gang. It was pretty fun actually, until I tagged him up with Sonic. Right when I hit the button, my whole life changed. My life was in the palm of its hand. It was all calm at first, I must say. Screenshot along with the game system. I let things be and went to bed with my wife. Finally. She grasped onto me, and as I did to her, falling in deep sleep. At around 2 a.m., Around 2 a.m. I started hearing thumps on my door. I made it shut, and knowing my son could get the game himself, just said, "Stop. Go back to bed." Something kept happening. I got very annoyed to notice as I got up, there was a little shadow coming from under my door. Nothing at all compared to a regular human-sized shadow. I kind of started freaking out. The word Tails kept popping up in my mind. I started to slowly open the door and heard the very faint words I never forgot again. Tails. The most scary thing on the planet. You are coming with me forever. It was a doll. An evil, blood-covered, possessed little doll. It was from the game. It had to be. It looked just like it. I screamed waking, because if I could read once again, the whole house as it started clawing my toes. What? I know this isn't the most outrageous thing ever, but what? Why your toes? Why not the legs? The legs are more vulnerable, I think. I was all over the floor from your toes! Buddy, the toes aren't big enough to make blood go all over the floor. And to this day, my feet ache and are sore. Was growling very aggressively, and as my screaming got louder, my wife called the police. It scattered across the floor running for me. The screech was awful. It left a trail of blood behind it. It said it has what it needs. Knowing it can't finish its job tonight, Ever since that night, I'm afraid to go to sleep at night. My sleeping patterns are scattered apart. I go to sleep at around 6 a.m. and wake up around 8 p.m. to start my day. What? What? You sleep from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.? If you're trying to make it more erratic so it can't get you while you're sleeping, you're sleeping for a majority of the day. Over half of it. I know this may sound fake, but it isn't. That immediately makes this fake. If you say it's not fake, then it's fake. But it isn't. I swear this very day, I can't even think about falling asleep again. And there's a video of the bad creepypasta reading. Alright. Yeah, that only took 11 minutes. But let's read the comments, which I forgot to do on my Cursed Star video. But there was a bit of drama between the guy who put it on the Staff Train Wiki or Trollpasta Wiki. I think it was just moved to the Staff Train Wiki after Trollpasta shut down or whatever. And the actual author, and yeah, the less about that, the better. Anyway, let's read the comments. To this day, my feet ache and are sore. True, truly a well-written, terrifying tale. I would read and blank said, but most of these are just a fandom user. The same thing happened to me. He is not joking, even though I'm 14, but it was pitch black. I heard a thump, and he said that I got a flashlight that wasn't even bright. I go to the front door, and I felt deep breath, his claw rubbing on me. I froze for a moment and turned around. I saw the dawn. It stabbed me. I tried not to scream, and it said, "You are coming with me forever," and the blood was dripping on the floor. And it dragged me. I grabbed the stick twice, and it pulled out its claws, scaring off, leaving a plush of itself behind. I took the plush and kept it in my room. I am now scared at night. I go to sleep and I wake up, stare out the window every 10 minutes to see if it will come again. Never play that game, and in fact it destroyed me. What the fuck is this? Actually, wait, no. There's apparently a reply. Did it actually happen, or is this just a story? Is this just an story? Dude! It involves a character coming out of a game. Of course it's just a story, because there are a lot of stories about this, and it would have been on the news if this was real. I'm sorry, I'm just curious. I honestly don't want to test it, just in case it is. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, now to this comment. What the fuck is this? The writing is shit. And it's a creepy Sonic creepypasta. Pastia. I know this may sound fake. Actually, wait, no, Cool Spikes is that. And I believe that's all the comments. So, what are my thoughts on Tales Doll, my story? Let me get one thing clear. There are very few times where I will just say, you can't make blank creepy, because I believe that if you try to make anything in a horror setting, 9 times out of 10, there's a possibility you can make something that's normally not so frightening, possibly even scary. But I just have to say it. This story, I have to say, even though this has been said on pretty much everyone who's ever read a Sonic creepypasta on the internet, you cannot make Sonic the Hedgehog scary. A lot of the characters don't have too much depth to them, and that's part of why I feel that way. Also, the characters are way too comical to be used in a horror setting. And anyway, back to the story. Out of the 2 stories that I've read in this series, I have to say it's the second worst. And I'm trying to be as objective as possible. Admittedly, there were 2, maybe 3 freakouts, but that was just the outrageous idea that a video game character is coming to life and trying to kill me because I played as them. I destroyed them in the game. You played as Tailsdoll and now it wants to kill you. Like, I know it's a short story, but why does he want to kill you? Plus, specifically Tailsdoll, I can't take a doll trying to kill someone seriously. Now, I know a lot of people say Chucky, but I don't take Chucky seriously either. I don't find it scary because the idea that a doll is trying to kill someone is too hilarious to scare me. This Barbie's gonna kill me. Whatever shall I do? But I didn't know there's only one really bad grammar error. And there was it barely had any substance, but I wouldn't say it's as bad as Cursed Star, because that had bad grammar up the wizard. Not even capitalizing eyes in that story, which I nitpicked the hell. So the 2 stories I've read, these are the 2 worst. So anyway, that was Tailsdoll, my story. What did you think of it? Did you agree that it is one of the worst pastas and deserves to be covered on this series? Or do you think it's not that bad? Even though it is the second worst, that's only because I've read only 2 stories. I don't think it's that bad. Other than, unless this was a troll pasta that was moved over to the staff training wiki. Yeah, unless it was a troll, like I said, unless it was a troll pasta moved over to the staff training wiki, it's a pretty bad creepy pasta, but this was intended to be a troll pasta. I have to say it's pretty good. But anyway, I'll see you guys for my next video, whatever that may be. Bye.